All right, guys, welcome to my channel, guys. So, how you guys doing, guys? So, this matter between AIG, Jimo Moshood, and VDM is really getting very interesting, and a lot of Nigerians has reacted based on what is currently going on and how same AIG came on social media to come and say that he can't stoop so low to respond to someone like VDM, and after some few weeks. I didn't know how it happened, but I think that from the same division, I think so, sent VDM an invitation to come over to Lagos for a questioning. But VDM turned it down and said he is not going. But then, if this was to be some very ordinary civilians, ordinary Nigerians, I tell you, the next day, this same person is definitely going to find himself in the cell. But VDM made it possible that the same people that asked him to come over to Lagos is now the ones coming over to Abuja to come and answer to his allegations. So who pass who now? In Nigeria, who should we respect? Who should we respect their authority? Who should we respect their integrity?
Police force, after you guys realized that the invitation given to Verydarkman from Lagos, where the alleged criminal AIG, Moshood Jimo, is in control of, that he refused to honor with condition, you guys ran to your social media platform to delete it, and coming up with another invitation advising that it is advisable for him to honor the invitation in Abuja. Was it Abuja you guys invited him to come at the first invitation? Then why did you guys go to your social media platform to delete it? Now they give an invitation. And Abuja is among the conditions he gave, reasons why he will not come to Lagos. This one, you guys write full episode 2. And also now don't admit defeat. Yes. And our ear they grant. One man and one handle this issue. One they say, you guys will not publicize the outcome of the judgment, even in Abuja. Judgment that you guys took from the same social media. We they watch now. AIG Jimo won't know the back door you want pass for this issue.
VDM na big name. Come on, body VDM na big name. IG don't invite AIG Moshood and Verydarkman say they come Abuja. May they come Abuja, come explain themselves. Yes, may they come Abuja, come explain how. And he gave it a video and talk. He said, this is not a case between myself and AIG Moshood. He said, this is a case between police and police. Because the report where Panty they give, they different from waiting police for Lagos State they give. That's one way AIG Moshood they under. Like, be this, they correlate. That's the reason why everybody's confused about this matter. So I'm happy that at the end of the day, VDM, they have to go to Lagos. At least nobody they pay him the money to transport to go Lagos. But now big man won't come Abuja, come answer. And if you even read what the police talk, they say they don't get any chance for anything with the corruption for police, they go flush and come out. Which implies they won't really touchlight some kind of places where concern their own personnel. They won't touchlight some places where concern their personnel. So now, after they have gone to IG's office in Abuja, we go know the updates. We go know who they lie. In as much as they said, this case, they caught. We know we really come media, call the discussion. But inside here, we want me Verydarkman come tell us that thing where saying get. And then make AIG, Ogasa, make you come tell us your involvement. A lot of people, they talk, say, VDM na IG boy. Say, they won't use VDM, make this guy no get IG position. That's, to me, a lie. Because if the man no get any dent to his name, nobody can stop him from becoming the IG. Nobody, not even VDM. So if he is clean, if he go then go clean himself, say, Baba, my hand no deal. This is my involvement, and at the end of the day, Omo, he go come on your hand. In IG ship go still there for him. You go still pilot the ship. You get the point. But in this case, if your hand come later be say, hey, get a CB, then it's all on him and all on the IG to decide what to do with him. You understand? But my own is, whatever the police is saying that anybody did, let it be that the person did it. Not be say a person will do something because say you and the person do part, so you come pin on top the person's head. People don't suffer this thing well. Myself, I don't see her before. All those ones where they stay for those.
When I see this revolutionary dog, this Osvo, this guy, first of all, when I see this post by Sarah report, this is when show they accuse the same IG Moshood of corruption. the time where they declare unwanted, all these fools, all these revolutionary, all these dogs, where they call themselves revolutionary dog, they campaign, the man is corrupt. But now when VDM call the man out for the same thing, the same Ozuo, the same this goat, come out again, they post the man award. They give the man credit back. Now, they will not go know say many of them they are just fools. They just fool themselves. All the names say now VDM they open the dirty side of the man now. The man don't become good for their side. He don't they do video, they post the man award. These fools. He they do video every night and day on this case against VDM, which now your oga show worry now if all do the same thing. But that time is right. But now when VDM call the man out for the dirty side, una dey back the man, and then they go know say this country we are never ready to go anywhere. All this, you see all these fools wey dey dey there, na dem sef. Even Showore, if you get small love before, with the behaviour wey Showore dey do, see, una no go fit come out for third sef for people wey dem wan do presidential seat. Mumu.
Oh, first, I apologize for making this video a bit late. Yes, I returned not long ago to be reading Nigeria police statements regarding alleged mishandling of investigation into a murder case at a general community in Lagos by AIG of Zone 2 when he was a commissioner of police in Lagos State. That's Jimoh Moshood. As alleged by a self-styled online police, Mr. Martin Vincent Otse, otherwise known as Verydarkman. And then something is instructive. I first want to commend the Nigeria Police Force for the stance they maintained in that statement. First, by assuring the public that no police officer, whether lowly or highly placed, is above discipline within the hierarchy. They also they assure the public that the AIG has already been invited, because what we know with the police rule is that they will not try the officers in public, except where conclusions have been made and they need to parade anybody. Usually too, they don't open their faces, they just snap them at the back and say they are being paraded for something evidence as clearly showed. I also agree with the part where the statement reads that the criminal aspect of the case is already in court and they can't subject it to social media debate because it will be sub judice. And they also said that they have also extended invitation to the party that has all the allegations with the evidence to come forward with the evidence, which is in line with internal investigation protocol. I agree with them. This is not to side with either Jimoh Moshood or Verydarkman, because this is a murder case. Life is involved, trauma is involved, families are involved, and it's a tragedy. And we shouldn't make this about the two individuals, whether AIG or Verydarkman, lest we now forget the matter itself. So I'm not going to be taking sides with anybody, but I like what is happening because it is necessary to remind ourselves that police officers are servants in the vineyard of justice, because whatever outcome they churn out in their own investigative reports is what is going to form the crux or the nucleus of what court is going to be hearing and trying, will now inch on their own investigation outcome. So if there has been a twist in the reports they give after investigation, it is the first trimester to the travesty and miscarriage of justice. That is why it is very important, very, very important, that every citizen must be vigilant. This is another teachable moment, another instructive time in our history of criminal adjudication of criminal justice again. That don't go to bed simply because they have given your matter, have handed matter over to police. No, anything can happen overnight. In fact, 2 seconds is a very long time for a matter to take a turn from right to wrong, wherein the victim may still come back to be guilty. Yeah. So I love what is going on, and I like the way Nigeria Police Force has started. And I refrained from commenting about this since this matter started because I wanted to see how the Nigeria Police Force will handle it. But I'm satisfied if things are maintained the way they are going. That is not to say anybody is therefore above the law. If you're invited for any reason that can help their investigations, please go. Please go. I mean, you can go with your lawyer, go with some comrades, so that they can't. They will know that it's being monitored or watched by the public. So, very important. We are all trying to, make sure that justice is done in every case, regardless of how highly pleased whoever it is that their hoax is God, or whoever is found guilty or culpable in the end. So let us cooperate with law enforcement. At the same time, let officers, and this is importantly to the younger officers coming up, please learn from this particular episode. The public rely on the police to conduct investigation, and the outcome of it is supposed to help at the vineyard of justice. So police officers, this is to you. Please always help to ensure that whatever it is you are doing, you do it right. Whatever gain you make, and this is not to allege the AIG. Of course, they already invited him, and they have already extended the invitation to the alleging party as well, so that in line with their internal investigation mechanism, they will look at both. And I like the fact that Verydarkman himself said it, that he's willing to come forward with all of the documents. The only thing is not certain that if they invite him to Lagos, it will not be the same AIG as alleged that we're presiding over it. I understand that part too. But let us all the same be guided. Lest things descend into some kind of anarchy, or you don't want a situation where you will now be running up and down. They will now say you declare you a fugitive. I know Verydarkman can't even run anyways. He can't run. For what? So, but he has his reason for saying, I don't trust if I'm invited to Lagos, because that is still under Zone 2. I'm not therefore saying that the cybercrime unit is under control of AIG Moshood, no. But I'm saying he has sufficient reason to suspect that invitation to Lagos. So, I don't want it to be long. I'm just saying I'm satisfied so far with how the police is handling it so far. They have been able to strike a balance between the two to say, okay, therefore, definitely, because it simply means police will not take lightly allegation against the officers for misconduct. Yeah, AIG, oh yeah, come. They said you did this, you did this, you did this. Come and yourself. If found wanting, disciplinary actions will be meted. Don't forget, it's not about AIG and VDM alone. It's about what actually transpired in the murder and his investigation itself. I'll catch you another time. Bye bye, people.
So they don't see I'm say they don't invite Mushu Jimo and VDA to Abuja. And this is what we all have been clamoring for. VDM stand for what is right. VDM stand for the truth. Just you imagine, say somebody if you just wake up one day is a son of a nobody if you wake up one day, question the irregularities of a police officer, a senior police officer at Jimoh Mushood. Just imagine that. If this is not a go on scenes for Nigeria, say we get somebody when they stand up and say no, this thing what this police officer do is wrong. The police for don't sit up. Everybody for the fear, everybody for the shake. I dey wonder where some persons a day against VDM for this particular matter. You've seen the evidence, you've seen the allegations before Jimoh Mushood. A reasonable human being, if you are reasonable enough, you can understand, say, those allegations are not just mere allegations. They are not. This is what we've been waiting for. And I'm very happy. Me especially, I'm very happy that they have summoned both of them to Abuja. So VDM, come and show us what you got or what you have against Jimoh Mushood. Jimoh Mushood, stand there and defend what VDM alleged against you. And that is how this thing should be. Justice delayed is not justice denied. Thank God at least this will not come to pass. Me, I go urge the IG of police to make this thing public. Because already this is not in the public domain. So we're not getting anything we don't hide. VDM is a necessity. You know how many underground business or how many irregularities this policeman don't they do since? This will just come to the open. It's high time we start holding our public officers accountable for whatever deed they committed. So once again, VDM, I say kudos. Sir, this is exactly what we want. And this is exactly what we'll be clamoring for. So when they go Abuja, so that we will know what's up.
Good evening, everyone.
One of these news that will go well for some people, and I go cry.
I put it up here
And I go cry.
so that everybody will
Raquel, please for love.
At this point here, it's fair to say that Verydarkman is operating from a different frequency. Verydarkman is on a different level. He's on a different network provider that's different from each and every one of us. And that's why I always call him the new sheriff in town. You see, I'm going to say this before I drop this phone for tonight. You see, Verydarkman is the face of the new Nigeria a lot of us are hoping to see. Verydarkman is the new Nigeria that we are all praying for, but we don't have something to actually ignite the spark. And that thing that we don't have is the Verydarkman. You see, a lot of us Nigerians have the audacity, we have the ruggedity, we have the effrontery, we have the boldness, we have the educational background, we have the intellectuality, we have the capability, we have the capacity, but there's something missing in each and every one of us or some of us. And I'm beginning to think there is a little bit of Verydarkman. I don't know what it is, but I know it's a little bit of Verydarkman. You see, yeah, everything I'm saying tonight about Verydarkman is what the ancestors knows. It's what everybody knows. So this guy has been in court with the Nigerian police for 2 years now because they said he impersonated the Nigerian police. And finally, they dropped the case. Discharged and acquitted. Case closed. Why? There was no substantial evidence to move forward. Does that not tell you something about AIG Jimoh? Verydarkman was invited by the Nigerian police to Lagos. He said, I'm not coming to Lagos. Verydarkman forced the Nigerian police to go back and change their mode of operation by going back to the constitution. Verydarkman, who said he's not coming to Lagos, now he wanted the case to be moved to Abuja because of his own reasons. The Nigerian police have to go back and say, okay, he's got a reason based on the constitution. The case is being moved to Abuja. He's not been invited to Abuja, AIG in Abuja. Verydarkman said, no, AIG needs to be investigated. Guess what? AIG is under investigation according to the Nigerian police. Verydarkman said, no, you, AIG, you manipulated this case and you will not go free. Guess what? AIG is not going free. Why? Because a boy from the hood decided to be Verydarkman. This is an ordinary citizen. Ordinary citizen. He stood his ground. What does that tell you? That Nigerian youths can actually realize one day and say, you know what? The power within the people is greater than the people in power. That's all it means. Verydarkman is the vision that a lot of us had, but we jackpot. This guy refused to jackpot. The only thing we owe him is support. You don't have to like him to support him. I know people that don't like Verydarkman, but the massive support they give him is something a lot of you can never understand. He doesn't get it right all the time. All we owe him is to encourage many more Nigerians to learn how to use the system to get what you want from the system. All we have to do is encourage many more Nigerians. I asked a question yesterday. Who the fuck is Verydarkman? Who are you? Do I really need to keep asking that question? This guy is who he says he is. And trust me, I'm happy for him. I just wish that this case will go as smooth as possible and justice prevail. That's all I wish. Good night.
Alright guys, so that should be all for today. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and turn on the bell. I'll be seeing you guys on the next one.